In January, I traveled back in time. Walking through the big blue doors, I waved hi to Mr. Munoz, my sixth grade teacher, for the first time in 5 years. For National Human Trafficking Awareness Month, I've been pumping out these presentations all week, talking about online safety, digital boundaries, and the dangers of human trafficking that most people never learn about until it's too late. That day, standing in a classroom I once sat in as a child, I faced the past version of myself. I come from a family of Vietnamese immigrants who taught me that success meant stability, getting an education, working hard, and building a better life than the one they left behind. To be frank, my parents did not have the luxury of dreaming slowly. Thrown into the States at ages 19 and 21, 8,500 miles away from family, left to figure out means of making a living and eventually thriving comfortably. From them, I learned how to work hard when nobody is watching. And maybe more importantly, I learned what it means to carry the weight of two generations' hopes at once. Last year, I spoke on a panel at the SFCAT annual conference, also known as the San Francisco Coalition Against Human Trafficking. After, my mom asked me a simple question. Why? How does that help you? Why are you talking at a presentation about human trafficking? It's the same question that my mom asked me when I got into FFI. If not a world-class business program, a place to earn a national title, why fly all the way from California to New Hampshire to learn to build empathy? It was hard for her to understand. Well, welcome to the California Bay Area, the birthplace of Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, where innovation and prestige intersect. Here, the students are born at a factory, following their programmed, and parents' dreams to go to Harvard. This toxic, rigorous academic environment manufactures machines, not genuine people. While it's not my mother's fault for becoming a product of her environment, it reveals society's one-dimensional mindset and what must be changed. I'm a rising high school senior, but I started my work and interest in trafficking advocacy in my sophomore year. After doing a semester-long research project on human trafficking, there's quite a few reasons that struck my heart. Firstly, the prevalence of sex trafficking in Vietnam, my home country, which targets uneducated and impoverished girls looking for means of making money. Second, the stigma and erasure of this crime in our K-12 education. Growing up, we had assemblies in cyberbullying, abuse, and mental health. But trafficking? Too violent for children, and especially sex trafficking, way too violent or graphic. And finally, how it connects to my life. Having grown up in this digital age when 57% of human trafficking cases in the US involve minors, and a staggering 40% of sex trafficking victims, mainly women and children, are recruited online, this has to be addressed, and especially in our K-12 education. As a part of Generation Z, I've grown up on the internet that no generation before me ever has, and as a girl, I've seen how brutal it can be. I wanted and want my community to know better. So when asked why, it's because I care about political issues, I care about other people, and I care about the moral progression of society for generations beyond my lifetime. Not every why is for my own self-personal gain. Like most people my age, I have dreams that exist beyond the world of advocacy. I want to go to college. I want to direct a film that makes people cry and appreciate life. I want to start my own business. I want to build a life that looks like my own version of the American dream, to hold wealth, start a family, and have my very own pickleball court in my backyard. I don't dream of being a full-time advocate, and I really respect anyone who is. But I do believe in using my voice, especially when silence would be easier. All of us, regardless of what we choose to do, have a role to play in building a better world. Because the truth is, the world is a scary place. It's easy to shut down, to scroll past, and to ignore what feels overwhelming. From melting glaciers in Antarctica to the growing wealth gap, from humanitarian crises to systemic government corruption, we are surrounded by injustice. But we are also equipped with something powerful, our voices. In this fight, your voice is your weapon, and if you use it well, it becomes a shield for everyone else. And maybe it starts with showing up again and again for the people and places that shaped you. From my parents who had newly immigrated and advocated for themselves, to build a stable life so that I could live comfortably, to now me, who's been given this luxury of a warm house, clothes, and food to eat. to spend my energy on the issues that I care about. Running workshops, creating a safe space for other youth, or revisiting my 6th grade class for the first time in 5 years, letting these kids ask the questions that no one else wants to answer. Advocacy does not define the person that I am, or it doesn't solely define me. Despite the hours and efforts put into it, I have normal shaped ambitions that everyone else has. But the reason it doesn't solely define me is because we share this moral obligation. Let me reiterate, to advocate is your moral obligation. Big or small, from running for political office to be a voice for the people, to simply telling our friends and families to vote. We all have this duty because past our differences, we share the same dream, to live in a fairer and communicative society. The dream to live well. Nowadays, my mom doesn't ask me too many questions about what I do. As an Asian immigrant parent, she may never fully understand what I'm doing, but she still lends her trust and support, and that's all I need. Regardless of whatever secret wishes that she may have to send me to Harvard, she still allows me to live and act upon life of how I choose. And in turn, being raised by her has made me a more empathetic human being. So no, I don't quite dream of being a full-time advocate because of the work that I do. But I do dream of a world where people don't have to fight so hard to be heard. And I believe that starts with people like us, learning how to listen, how to lead, and how to act with heart. Thank you.